Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Divine Feminines, we have 100% power, okay, in our battery. It's time for our fly on the wall reading. I thought, okay, I've just cleared the energy after the premiere. We have a cup of sunshine, a cup of coffee and a cup of sunshine cup. Oh, hold on, the coaster's stuck. We're not going to make the mistake. No, the cup come up nice and easily. Okay, it's the coaster. Ooh, stuck, sticky. That's from that masculine reading. Okay, I'm going to use the same cards as that I used with the Divine Masculines. We have the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck from the last reading. I feel really like my ears are muffled. So we've got headphones on. That's what it feels like, as if I've got headphones on. Divine Feminines. Okay. How are you guys? I feel like we're going to have a really good reading as a collective for the Divine Feminines. If you would like to book yourself in hints and tips from myself regarding like the now and helping you to overcome any challenges that may be lurking around, then email me. The details are in the description box. If you would like to be entered into, the voice has gone now, it's like my ears, nose and throat. If you would like to be entered into the free prize draw that I will be drawing on Saturday I'm giving away 2 Valentine's Day special readings, you're going to have to let me know. You can email me if you like, or you can just leave a comment so that I know that you want to be entered into the draw. So let me know you want to be entered into the draw. Okay. And I can do that. Right, let's do the fly on the wall reading. I'm already pulling the cards to do with your home life, which is home, your money and your mission. I'm just pulling the mission card. Then we're going to have a look at your love life. So love, and then sex, your sex life, and then let's have a look at your romance. Hold on, we've got to find a card for the sex scene. We've got to find a card for the sex scene. I'm looking at my positivity jar. Well, it's not mine. Well, it is. Yeah, I've claimed it. But it was made by my Emily. Okay. The sex. What did I say? The sex scene. We're thinking positive about it. We're going to get ourselves a little positive note from the daughter's jar. Sounds a bit wrong, but hey. That's what I was taken to. We'll have that one. Positive thoughts jar. Pick one when you need some positivity, or choose one because why not? But I feel like you're not just choosing any partner to have sex with. It's not, well, why not? I think that you're being a bit selective. Okay, let's have a look. It says you are the best. So only the best for you, Divine Feminine, when it comes to the sex scene. Okay, only the best will do. We know what that means, don't we? Because we know what the best is that we've experienced. They're the cards for the sex. I can see them as well. It's hiding under the Hermit. You are the best. You're simply the best. Better than all the rest. So that's good, Divine Feminine, because that's all coming out with the sex scene. It's like you're waiting for the best. You deserve the best. And something that makes you smile. Okay. You are the best. So you're not really like shagging about. Wants to come up. Shagging about. You're not shagging about. Let's have a look at your romance. Okay. Right, final 2 cards. Your health. How are you health-wise? How is your well-being? Have you been taking care of yourself? Well, if you are claiming that you're waiting for the best because you know that you're the best. You know that you're the best. They're the best. You're the best. You're not settling for less than the best. Oh, let's call the video that. Not settling for less than the best. Oh, I like it, Divine Feminines. Let's have a look at your spiritual connection. I just love it. I've got to keep this as a reminder for the title. Although, how far are we in? 5 minutes, 24 seconds. Okay. Let's have a look, Divine Feminine. I have seen what's in your money position as well, which is the Two of Pentacles. Okay. Let's have a look at your home life, Divine Feminine. You have the Queen of Swords. You are living in your truth. That's beautiful. What a transformation. Everything's quite settled. Even like the angels are very settled in your presence. It's like people are just quite happy to listen to your guidance. You've got like a lone bird. So I would say like a soul bird, a lone bird in the background here. You're just following your own direction. And you are summoning forth. Okay. The truth. I was going to say your desires, but you are summoning forth the truth. Now this is your home space. You're living in truth. Very nice. Everyone's contented. You are a catalyst of transformation. Little butterfly here. So there's this energy of people actually really respecting you and giving you the time to listen to your input. Nice energy. So the money. I'm not sure what to make of this because I felt there was the cards I've seen have been kind of masculine energy in the sex position. Snapped that down a bit. Divine Masculine, I just snapped that card down for the sex position. Now, you're this little angel listening to the Divine Feminine. So you are present. Through the distractions, you're still remaining present. Because I'm feeling this masculine energy here when it comes to finances. And what's really coming through is it's not really a woman's job to worry about the money. That's what was coming through. So you're not really worrying about money. It feels like the Divine Masculine's taken on that burden. Now, what's interesting is you're at home, speaking, sitting in your truth. And it's like you're calling it forward. I said like you were calling forward the truth. Your desire, which seems to be your Divine Masculine, seeing as he's sitting in the sexy position. I was like, bringing a sexy bag. Yeah. Okay, he's in the back seat. Like, what are you doing in the back seat? Canoodling. Anyway. Oh, it was the best. Was it the best? You're calling forth your Divine Masculine actually to be honest with you when it comes to money worries. Okay, it's like open up, tell the truth, and how he's doing a juggling act here with his money. So you're very stable, Divine Feminine. When it comes to like money, you're like, I know I'm wise enough to know that that's not my concern. But you're also wise enough to know that it's not the Divine Masculine's concern either, even though masculines want to be providers. They want to be the one. It's like he's trying to juggle this, handle this on his own. And, you know, actually, it takes the two of you to bring in the prosperity and the abundance. So it's about working together when it comes to money. Is the Divine Masculine just starting to get a handle on this? Okay, I'm hoping on the truth behind the idea that you don't have to do this alone. So let's have a look at you in mission work, Divine Feminine. Yeah, I felt like a real strong positive energy. You're following the divine. You're doing what you're told. You're actually, as above, so below. You're grounding in new earth. Okay, it's like a new way of seeing as we have the card of truth, the new way of perceiving things. Okay, so in your mission work, you have the Magician. You are co-creating with the divine. This whole reading feels very much about the Divine Masculine understanding the necessity between you, divine feminine, and the divine masculine co-creating together with the divine. Okay, it's that third energy that can only be achieved when union between the masculine and feminine have been found. Okay, in the physical, you find it within yourself first, but actually to be able to manifest, it takes a physical form to manifest. That's why you decided to come down here. You can leave your vessel, your physical form, and you'll just go back to source energy, okay, being part of the collective, okay, but you don't have a vessel anymore, and it's your vessel that manifests. We're an extension of source energy, okay, we're already source, but in our vessels we can extend that and manifest. So, well, that was quite deep, wasn't it? It is deep. It's like core deep, soul deep. Let's have a look at your sex life, divine. No, we're looking at love first. He's like, well, hang on a minute, the hermit. He's not too sure about whether he wants to let that out of the bag yet, about the sex life. Divine feminine, this is your reading. Let's have a look at how love's going in your life. And in comes the masculine. Okay. I feel like you're feeling the coldness from the divine masculine. It's like you have this desire, and why would you not want to co-create with the divine? Why would you not want to co-create with the divine masculine when you know that you're both the best? Okay. Where are we going with this? Because I'm picking up on this energy in your love life, the coldness coming through from the masculine. So he's not really seeing the full picture. If he could see the full picture, he would be a fool not to take that leap of faith. Okay. Right, let's move on to the sex part. We have the masculine here holding his head down a little bit, because I feel that the realisation here is that if he was the best thing that you've ever experienced and you're keeping yourself pure for that or better because you deserve the best, that's kind of playing on his conscience a little bit. Not only is he depriving you, but also I should have said not only is he depriving himself, but he's actually depriving you of you reaching your full potential this lifetime. And the divine masculine most definitely wants for the divine feminine to succeed. Okay, more so than what he really wants it for himself. Big lesson of the day. You're both a success in your own right, and together you are magnificent. Wants to come through the magnificent duo. Okay. So he's holding his head down because in a way he kind of knows that he is holding you back from actually admitting that admitting the fact that your energy blended is rather divine. It's the best that you both ever experienced. So you're actually both cutting yourself off from source energy. You're not wanting to, divine feminine, but I don't feel that you've really tapped into your power to actually command it in, your manifestation power. Okay. So, as long as you don't have any blocks and that you're not denying the love that you are, that you felt and that you're wanting to extend upon, that extension of that energy, as long as you're not denying yourself that feeling that, I don't want to say it's a longing, but that's what your soul is striving to thrive to, because you thrive in this energy. And the divine masculine, well, he's going through an issue where, he doesn't even think that he's good enough. And until he does believe and knows that he's good enough and that he is the best thing for you, divine feminine, as you know that you are the best thing for your divine masculine, you are like his medicine, and likewise. But it's kind of, that's why you have to sit in your truth and don't be wavered. It doesn't really matter what the divine masculine feels about it. That sounds a bit wrong, but that's true. It matters what you feel about it. Because if you take on his insecurities, then not much is going to manifest, is it? Right, let's have a look underneath this sex card. Calling him in. Slow and steady. That's nice. Rather than he's been just slow. It's a slow and steady progress here. A realisation for both of you. Divine Feminine, you have the power to summon whatever you desire, as long as you're unwavering on that. You're knowing what it is that you do desire, and you're not going to settle for anything less than the best. And as far as you're aware, the best is within your divine masculine, and he brings out the best in you. So it's kind of like until that's replaced with a more higher frequency energy, then that's what you have to go on, don't you? Does that make sense? Well, the Knight of Pentacles, there is this part of actually being celibate as well. So actually choosing to be celibate, I feel very much like it's a purification of your vessel, okay? And that you respect yourself now to know that only the best will be delivered. And that is a delivery from a hermit, from someone who's been thinking a long time, actually about his feelings. It might have taken him a while to come to the realisation of what is actually best for him, or what felt the best. What feels like the best option now? So he has options. And Divine Feminine, when it comes to you, you're not an option. You are the one. Okay, let's have a look at the romance. Very dark masculine energy coming through. Howling. It's that energy of it being too late, maybe. So this is the masculines here really connecting with the moon energy, with the Divine Feminine's energy. He has to believe what he's hearing. He'll be hearing sweet messages of love, of reassurance. Just like that. Of worth. Is he believing them? The moon. Tapping into your intuition. I mean, you're still learning. If you need to tap into your intuition, then you're not trusting it, because your intuition's always there. So you're still in intuition. You're still learning. Still a student. Slow and steady. And every day we learn something new, different, a different perspective, a different way to look at things. And I also want to say a different way to tell the story. You have to look for the story that sits well with you, that makes you feel better. Never settle for a story that's like shitty, that sits like, that has you a depressed soul. No, you need to kind of shift the story that you're telling yourself. Tell yourself a happier story. Okay. Definitely hear Divine Feminine about you picking up yourself, picking yourself up, okay, with positivity. And you can do this now. You can do this because you're sitting in your truth. It has to be your unwavering truth. Let's get another positive thought. Oh, okay, 3. Before we go on to your health section. It's a big one. Believe in yourself. Oh, look at the exclamation mark with, oh look, it says, oh, I like this because maybe, look, there's no mistakes. Live in yourself. Be alive, guys, especially a life of love and passion and sex drive. Okay, believe in yourself, especially when it comes to your manifestation, commanding power. Ask and you shall receive. As within, so without. As above, so below. Got goosebumps. Okay, next message. Once you replace negative thoughts with positive ones, you'll start having positive results. Take the advice from a 13-year-old, yeah? Okay. Well, her 13-year-old version of her 4 years ago. Once you replace negative thoughts with positive ones, you'll start having positive results. What I quite like is the having on the G, she's kind of done this little trail, and I feel like it's pointing towards the positive, or I am positive. Okay, affirmation. And then the final message, smile, and the world smiles with you. Smile. Do you know, I felt like yesterday I was on a video call with someone, and I actually felt like someone was like anchoring up like a puppet. Like, I have a wonky mouth anyway, okay? But it was like the muscle was kind of going up, and it was like, smile, you might have to just push through. Remember to smile. Remember to get your happy on every morning. Smile. Right, let's have a look at your health. It's a bit concerning. Okay, knock-on effect maybe. You've got your crown on. So there's a tower moment going. There's a tower moment going on. Picking up on the masculine's energy here when it comes to love, sex, romance. Okay, and also when it comes to money. So you still have your crown on. Your hands are up like that. Just surrender. Just surrender into it, divine feminine. Divine masculine is going to try and break his fall. He's going to try and break his fall. He might do. I said that you would be a fool not to take that leap of faith. So he might be breaking that cycle and he's just on that verge of taking that leap of faith. Health-wise. There's a tower moment, so something has struck home. Let's have a look at your spiritual connection, waiting for the manifestation. Now, actually, I believe that you've done everything that you can, as long as you just remain in your truth, positive, knowing what you know. Knowing without knowing, because you do know, okay? Because you're following divine, okay? You're not even trusting your intuition. It just is, okay? You're knowing what to do now. So remember that you know what to do. And the manifestation's coming in. This gentleman here, it's like he sent out his ships. He sent out like others to do his research, and he's just waiting for feedback, the return. Return to sender is coming up. Return to sender. He might be actually having trouble like getting hold of you, whether you've changed a phone number, whether you're not contactable that way. Also, I've noticed that, like, even with my daughters, I'm like, I sent you a message, and they're like, we didn't even get it. So there's even that point where maybe you thought you've sent a message and you haven't got a response, but the message may not have been received. So within, like, does Mercury retrograde mess around with technology? But I wanted to kind of say that, oh, okay, during Mercury retrograde, it can be kind of heightened that exes return from the past. So I don't know what that's about, but it might be that your messages haven't been, I'm not sure, received. Not clearly anyway. So, because there's confusion here with the masculine. It's like he's waiting for a response, but are you intuition? Are you following divine, or are you still neglecting to trust your intuition? And I feel like I'm talking to the masculine energy here, because the divine feminine's sitting in her truth. And people are finding her comforting. So I feel as if there's no reason why she would ignore you. So, okay. And that'll be why I'm feeling the masculine energy in the feminine's reading, because they're kind of like, well, what's going on with the divine feminine? If at first you don't succeed, try again. Okay. Well, yes. Yes. Bottom of the deck, the underlying energy is the star energy. The divine feminine, you're very much just in your inspiration, your creativity. You've got your head down. You're focusing on the ripple effect. keeping your balance between the sacred waters and the sacred earth. Okay. There's a star above you, the divine masculine. You should be able to find the divine feminine. She's right in front of you. Now, if you're having a fear of rejection, divine masculine, if you're fearing being rejected from your divine feminine, then there's a good chance that your text messages will be rejected, won't they? That energy's not good to send a message under that influence of negativity. Okay, you have to kind of contact your divine feminine with a positive mental attitude of expecting a positive outcome. Okay. That might explain maybe why messages haven't been responded to. It might not be her ignoring you. It might be the divine saying, this is not the way that you're going to do it. You need to find another way. Okay, because there's never any mistakes, guys. Right, divine feminine. Let's have a little closer look into this. Druid Craft Arrow. I said I was going to use the same cards as the masculine. And then you can see kind of how the cards chuck out. They chuck out negative energy. And they keep in the positive. I was going to say they keep out the positive. No, the other way round. All screwy. Got it the wrong way round. Okay. We point out the negative so it can be eradicated, and we keep the positivity. We turn it around. We change the story that we're telling ourselves. So, Queen of Swords. Let's have a look. Divine Feminine, at home. Everyone feels comforted around you. You're the catalyst of transformation. You've got a little soul bird here, a lone bird, who brings you messages. And you know then what it's time to... when it's time to co-create with the divine, they give you the go-ahead. Now it's time to call this in. Okay? Because you don't want all your manifestations at once, do you? Because you wouldn't know what to do with them all. Okay, so they have to come at the appropriate time when you're ready for them. You're ready. And it feels like you're ready to actually talk to the divine masculine about the truth of the situation, that this is unnecessary worry or burden, because he was carrying quite a lot of burdens. There you go. Calling in the masculines as a collective. 3 of Cups. Masculines as a collective. They've arrived. And if you send that out into the world, that the divine masculines, they've arrived. They are where they're needing to be. They're just grabbing a refreshment and the other side of that doorway there, that portal. Interesting. But like it might have something to do with tomorrow. It's the 11th tomorrow. I believe it's a new moon. New moon's a good time for manifestations to come in. Yes, to summon your desires. Full moons, you let go of all that's not needed. New moons, you call it in. Okay. And it's not even about your words, it's about the feelings at the back of that. Okay, your belief, your faith. So, 3 of Cups, what you're calling in. Queen of Swords, at home. So you're not having to really go and exert yourself. It doesn't take much effort. I was actually going to say it takes more effort to frown than what it does to smile. It takes more effort to be cross and angry than what it is to be happy. So, the 3 of Cups. Celebration, friendship and gifts. Send the divine masculine a gift of positivity. Grab yourself a cup of sunshine. Celebrate the divine masculine. They've come far. Okay. A time for celebration. There may be a specific event such as a marriage or birth. Take the time to enjoy the pleasures of friendship, joy and energy, receiving help or gifts, the end of a difficult or exhausting period in your life, success in the arts. And that has to be your truth, and you have to live in your truth as if that is now. Well, that should be your now. That you enjoy. And you're summoning the masculines to join the celebrations. Money. Well, Divine Masculine, you're on the table in a Divine Feminine's money position, feeling as if it's your responsibility. So you may have been holding back until you have enough money. Well, you're never going to have enough money until you're not going to feel abundant until you're in your rightful place. So, Two of Pentacles. And also, you could be settling for less than what you're worth, especially when it comes to your material riches. Queen of Cups. Now, what am I feeling now about this energy? I'm actually feeling this energy as if the Divine Masculine maybe is feeling as if you wouldn't want to know about his money concerns. He may not be actually wanting to burden you with this. It's like another burden. But actually, I feel you can take, it's not a burden, is it, Divine Feminine? Because you know the truth of the matter. But seeing as he was carrying like 10 wands on his back, double burden, yours as well. The Divine Feminine can look after herself, Divine Masculine, and has been looking after herself. This isn't about you coming in and having to take care of her every needs. This is about you're going to take care of each other's needs. Okay. It's not a one-sided affair. I'm feeling here you're just not sure whether or not to bring this burden to the Divine Feminine, but she's co-creating with the Divine, so they can both help you. The Divine's trying to help you anyway, Divine Masculine. So let's have a look at the Queen of Cups here with the money, Divine Feminine. She has every faith that you follow your chosen path. So you've got to choose a path. You follow your chosen path with unwavering faith. Time you dip your toes into the water. Again, it's another negative kind of statement. I'm fearful to tell my Divine Feminine the truth. Why? You fear in being judged. There's a process to this that maybe the Divine Feminine understands and can bring ease and compassion to the situation that you're not aware of. Again, it's about your mindset. Okay, solution orientated is the Queen of Cups. She's someone that's going to make you feel comforted and loved, wanting to help take your concerns away. Let's read the Queen of Cups when it comes to the money. We're in the money. You can sing and dance that song together. Okay. The Queen of Cups is loving, maternal and intuitive. It may signify you, your mother, a therapist, or a woman who inspires love in you and stirs the depths of your emotional nature. The profession of acting or the world of theatre and film. Work in the field of relationship counselling and healing. This is an unfounded fear of being judged and maybe not actually being what you perceive your Divine Feminine to be looking for. This has nothing to do about money and has everything to do about love. And what love generates, and that's abundance. Infinite abundance. So now we have the mission. How do you bring this down to earth? You raise your magic wands and you cast an incantation. There's a difference between affirmations and incantations. Incantations are when, I want to say you can use incantations when you're trusted to use them for the greater good. And you will command with an incantation rather than you affirming. You affirming to raise your belief levels and to rewire yourself. So that's what all your affirmations are doing. You are stating to yourself a fact, and it's a positive fact, so that you can eventually be able to accept that fact from others because you know that it already exists within you, like attracts like. Let's look at this Magician's energy when it comes to your mission. Prince of Cups, it's you, Divine Masculine. You're the one being told to come forth with your cup. So once you're finishing partying, are you finishing up partying? Once you finish the party, you're going to kind of come with this cup. Confidently hold it out to the Divine Feminine. There's not a shred of doubt there. You know if you're the best thing for someone. You're the best thing I've ever had. I don't know if they're the words, but you're the best thing I've ever had. Magician energy with the Prince of Cups. It's like, I found true love. Idealistic, empathic, and romantic. I like it, like attracts like. Someone following their heart must try to avoid the pitfalls of illusion and glamour. It's all that money. It's not what it's all about. It's not what it's made up of. It's made up of love. Okay. A conflict between the heart and the need to take action. Inviting others to a social or artistic event. So it's kind of like, ask her out. Tell her. Offer love. And it's like your Divine Feminine's wanting that. She's summoning it with the Divine. I'm not sure how they're going to get through to you, Divine Masculine, but they will. If there's an important message, they're going to find a way to get it through to you. Offering your help to others, an impending journey over water. Oh God, I was choking then. Jeez. Okay. Love. You're so cold, Divine Masculine, towards the Divine Feminine. You need to be so loving. Like attracts like. She is love. So you're going through the transition when it comes to love. If that's your Divine Feminine there, like she's kept out in the cold as well and feeling really chilly. Even though you're looking up and you're considering it, the transition. Transforming for another, because you're the best thing for them and they are the best thing for you. That's love, isn't it? That's a commitment. Five of Pentacles in the Divine Feminine's love space. Death. It's not a great energy. It feels like you're kind of the decider whether the Divine Feminine. The Divine Feminine's feeling true love, unconditional love, and that will remain, okay? But whether we're talking about actually true partnership this lifetime, it's like she's withering away. Oh, it's going to be the death of you both. You'll take this to the grave. This love is going, like, through transition after transition. So even when you both pass, okay, and leave your vessel and your source energy, you're always together. It's just, it feels like you're apart because you've been segregated into different vessels. So the death energy has come up in the masculine's reading. Going through with the transition, seeing as it is the transitional card. Right, let's have a look at death. Card number 13. Just got an itchy under my eye. Itchy under my eye. Oh, and this one. Okay. The old and unnecessary wants to die. What passion? The new prepares to open like a rosebud at the dawn of a new day. It's like you're just watching your life wither away. Initiation and transformation. The core structure of initiation involves an experience of death followed by an experience of rebirth. You may be at just such a moment of initiation. We often have to die to our old ways of thinking, feeling or behaving before we can open to our new life. Okay, Divine Feminine, make sure that you have died. Okay, you put some things to rest. We often have to die to our old ways of thinking, feeling, or leaving before we can open up to our new life. Believing, I think I might have ballsed up that last part there. I keep thinking this today and like kind of questioning myself, which means, you know, you still need to follow your intuition. Doubting. We often have to die to our old ways of thinking, feeling, or behaving before we can open up to our new life. Let's have a look at the sex part, because we've got 2 cards here. We did have 2 cards here, didn't we? I thought we had 2 cards with them. Oh, yes, sorry. Knight of Pentacles with the Hermit. Let's just pull 1 card for these. What was I talking about? Sex. Oh, saving yourself for the best. Okay, not settling for less. The Chariot. You're balanced enough, Divine Feminine, in your masculine feminine energy to be able to continue forth. It's like you're not going to let that stop you. You know that like attracts like, and you will attract someone. I wanted to say who likes the things that you like. Okay. That's your divine masculine. I feel like this energy of him keep blowing hot and cold. Okay. Also, you could be keep blowing hot and cold. It's like, well, what do I like? Was it the best? Like, stop kidding yourself. That's part of the connection that if you have had, I was going to keep it like really like serious sexual intercourse. You've been on that course. You've delved down the sex scene with your masculine. But everyone that I've spoken to, it's the best they've ever experienced. So the Chariot, let's have a look, because there's a nudge here and it feels like sex. Could be nudging the divine masculine to come out of the dark. I'm horny tonight. All night long, I'm horny. Maturity and wisdom come from courageously engaging the difficulties and challenges of life. And whether or not you actually, you know, you're feeling horny, but do you perceive yourself to be a horny devil, as in like others would look at you as being hot, on fire, horny? Finding the balance here. Okay, your masculine energy will really propel you. You're very courageous as men. And most of the divine feminines very much know that they're divine masculine. They're not afraid to ask for what they want. It's just the connections become extremely deep. That insecurities have come up where once there were none. So doubt has been added where doubt was never needed to be brought into the story. Okay. So maturity and wisdom come from courageously engaging the difficulties and challenges of life. The art of success lies in knowing when to surrender and when to take control. Keywords: triumph, success, mastery, control, will, the developed ego. Overcoming obstacles, fame, journeys. Now, the developed ego, your ego will give you the confidence. And the divine masculines are very confident characters about like kind of going after what they're desiring, okay? Hence how come you're in the picture, divine feminine. But I want to say that their ego hadn't really matured. I imagine it has now to its full extent and had to like be tamed. Understanding how when you tap into that ego, remember when you did feel courageous to go after what it was that your heart was desiring. Okay, your body desiring. Your body parts, I want to say. It's an indicator, isn't it? If your body like gets turned on, why is it turned on? Tapped in, tuned in. Okay. So triumph, success, mastery, control, will, the developed ego, overcoming obstacles, fame and journeys. The meaning is successful engagement with life, all of life. And it's all here wanting to be explored and to be experienced. Success and the qualities required to attain it. Prominence or fame in a chosen field. You're simply the best. The control needed, we're talking about sex here as well. Prominence or fame in a chosen field. The control needed to develop the personality and to master difficulties and circumstances. Be aware of the dangers of rigidity when yielding is required. Complementary forces. You're here to complement each other as divine beings, and that's what you do. You're absolutely perfect on your own, but when you're together, oh man, you really do complement each other. You bring out that best in. You see the best in yourself come out. It rises to the top in both of you. Okay. It's about getting your top off. Romance. We've got concerns, we've got hidden secrets. We've got tapping into your intuition. It's like this energy of you don't know what to do, and you do. Because you do it so beautifully, naturally, divine masculine. The things that you do that you wouldn't class as being romantic, they are the romantic things. And it's like if your divine feminine's told you that, you have to believe that as a truth. Otherwise, you'll never allow yourself to be loved. It's impossible to love someone who doesn't love themselves. You're never going to believe the person that's doing the loving. So you'll never receive the full benefit of it. Okay. So when you can love yourself, you're able to be loved by others, and not until then. That's why we find ourselves seeking for love outside of ourselves. It doesn't even matter if it comes to you and people are saying the right things, you're still not going to believe it. That's where them kind of affirmations come in. You've got to convince yourself, I am loved, I am beautiful. Do some mirror work. I love you. I love you. Okay. Then you're going to be able to hear it from others, aren't you? Because you know it's the truth. You know that you're gorgeous, stunning, handsome, sexy, irresistible, a sex machine. You know that. So to hear someone tell you that you are all these marvellous, magnificent things, you're just going to soak it up, aren't you? Because it's just like confirmation of what you already know, like attracts like. Moon. Be in tune with yourself. Okay. What we're talking about? Romance. Romancing yourself. Just wanna dance the night away. You're going to have to give yourself them cuddles and them slow dances and those sweet, tender kisses to yourself. Okay? I feel like it's like self-healing, it's self-soothing. So you know how to love yourself, so then others are going to know how to love you, and you're going to allow them to. And it just takes pressure off you having to do all your own self-loving. But it does come first. You've got to love upon self. Okay, so let's have a look at romance in here with the moon energy. And you're charging off. Okay. I'm still not liking the look on your face. Do you not love yourself? Well, how far is that going to get you? I've just explained. Like attracts like. So if you're not liking yourself, then you're going to attract lots of non-liking experiences, aren't you? Okay, let's read this Prince of Swords with the moon energy, the shadow. I want to say that's our shadow side. Prince of Swords. It feels like you just don't see it. You just don't see how divine you are. Okay, you need to take a closer looker into the mirror, and look right into your eyes. Okay, and you'll see that love shine back from inside. Prince of Swords. Just wanna dance the night away. Intelligent, you are intelligent, articulate and impetuous. A radical change in your lifestyle or your routine. New friends may appear or a whole new life may open up for you. Impending air travel. Okay. Messages coming through. Did we have impending travel across water when it was with the Prince of Cups? You got the Prince of Swords and it says impending air travel. Messages. Tap in. Okay, and believe. Romance. Romancing the stone. Maybe you need to get yourself some rose quartz crystal and some amethyst as well. All as well. Let's open up your heart. Okay, let's have a look at your health. Divine Feminines. This is very much the Divine Masculines energy coming through. Take from it what you need to, what you know you need to take from it. The Tower, when it comes to your health. Now, like I said, the Divine Feminine, she's got her crown on and she's surrendered. If I just held that up in reverse. Exactly, the Tower in reverse. It's like, I feel like the Divine Feminine can bypass the towers. She sees the warning. The Divine will always deliver you the messages, okay, if you like severely are missing the point, if they're trying to keep you out of danger. You hear it about people that, you know, I should have died in that crash. And it's like angels coming. I remember speaking to a gentleman years ago who I work with, and he told me about this car crash, and he said even, like, he kind of turned, this is kind of like the gist of the idea, so you can get the gist of it. He kind of turned, but a car was coming. And as he turned, the car should have hit him, but it didn't. It was like his car jumped. And even the bloke, like, once he said, how did you move out of the way? And he says to me, Lucy, I swear, angels. This was before I was even into any of this. So you hear about these, you know. Listen, if your time's not up, your time's not up. If you've still got more to do, that's the only time really Divine would step in. Okay? Like, seriously, they'll stop a fatality. A lot of people go through their awakening during that time because it's like a miracle occurred. But, miracles are occurring all the time, not just when you're in danger. So let's have a look at the Tower energy when it comes to your health. Seems that your health seems to be the top priority, seeing as it's chucked out the Tower again. It's affecting both of you, the health, which I picked up on, draining the life force. I'm not trying to add any kind of burden, more burdens onto you. Okay, Divine Feminine, you're quite in control of being warned and actually looking after yourself. So focus on that more than anything at the moment, because this is affecting both of you. Because I felt like the lightning, really, the arrow is pointing towards like the Divine Masculine side. Okay, it's like he keeps trying to stop this from happening, to break the fall, but the fall's going to happen. It's going to take that leap of faith at some point. It's like he's trying to, and you're more in a surrender mode because the Tower's hit your side here. I'm only going by the colour of the characters and the blue here. It's more on you, this side here, Divine Feminine. Smoke signals. I just got all the kind of smoke and it hits you first. So you will receive signs maybe that the Tower's about to strike and you need to really love up on yourself, take care of you. What else is underneath this with health? Because we've got 3 cards. So we've got the Tower card with the Tower. Let's read this first before I have a look at what's underneath. Because for the Tower to clarify the Tower, I feel like wellness is coming. Both of you need to be put onto the right path of wellness, and it seems like that's together forever and never to part. That's a good thing to tell yourself, isn't it? Together forever we two. And don't you know I would move heaven and earth to be together forever with you. I need to find the card first. Okay. Sounds like there's horses out there galloping. Okay. The message: you are blessed with A1. Fury may precede grace. Destruction may precede creation. The work of liberation, deepening and illumination progresses. Awakening deepens, really. We're being illuminated every day on kind of what we're needing to do. What's the deal today then? Sudden illumination, revelation, destruction, preceding creation. I feel like, especially for the masculine's energy here, even you, Divine Feminine, you're realising it's having an impact on both of your physical health. So sudden illumination, revelation, destruction preceding creation, release of tension, liberation and awakening. Change and inspiration, a time of great change, either inward or outward. Old structures, beliefs, frames of reference are swept away to make way for creativity and inspiration and the next step on your path. A flash of insight or illumination. Okay. Then we have Seven of Pentacles. This is when you cut down that olive branch and you know it's time. And it's like the Divine Masculine knows it's time to make amends. To mend. Not only himself, but also be able to help to heal you, Divine Feminine. There is a point in the connection where you're both very capable of taking care of your own needs, but there is a benefit from taking care of the other one's needs. It's very beneficial and healing for not only the person to receive the healing, but also to be able to give it. So down comes the olive branch. Could be mistletoe coming in for that kiss. It's going to seal it with a kiss. How nice. Sweet, gentle kisses all over. Kiss you better. That would do it, wouldn't it? I'm going to kiss you all over. Go for it. Okay. Bearing fruit, harvesting and clearing. Now this is still with the health. With the what? The health. You can take a break to enjoy the results of your hard work. You can allow yourself to be loved and healed now. A relationship, project or business that you've been nurturing may now be able to grow by itself. And you both can grow by yourself, you really can. Okay. But we're looking for like optimal potential, optimal health. Why not thrive to be the best that you can be? Okay. If the harvest isn't ready yet, the card counsels patience and a trust in the natural cycles of growth. Clear unnecessary clutter from your life. Take stock of a situation before moving forward. Taking stock of things. Something that just stop for a refreshment. Then we have the Two of Pentacles. Divine Feminine spoke about you having patience though. Okay, if it's not quite the time, practice your patience. Practicing your I am affirmations. Or if you're feeling brave enough or you're feeling worthy enough, then them incantations. See what you can summon into your life. Play with your power. But it's all about you keeping balanced. You don't have the infinity symbol there. It's like you don't need the reminder of that you are infinite, source energy, an extension of it. So you're not really needing those training wheels. You know what you're doing. Two of Pentacles. Things are really choppy in the background here. We've got double tower. It's all to do with health. You need to not allow yourself to be affected or to slip into, let's say, bad habits that you know are not healthy for you. Okay. And most of that is, to be honest with you, negative thinking. It's nothing about what you actually put into your body. It's about what's kind of residing in there, eating away at you, those negative thoughts. Your health, your mental health. Okay. Two of Pentacles. Excuse me. Okay, Two of Pentacles, balance, trust and playfulness. A need to seek balance in your life requires trust and playfulness rather than concentration or caution. Let's repeat it. A need to seek balance in your life requires trust and playfulness rather than concentration or caution. Material wealth and practical matters, juggling 2 or more jobs, homes or demanding relationships. Juggling a number of factors in your life may be a joy for you, okay, rather than a burden. Make it a joy. Make it a joy. Whatever you do, make sure you're enjoying it. Otherwise, there's no point doing it. Full stop. If you're not going to enjoy doing something, don't do it. Do yourself a favour, don't do it. And do everyone else a favour, don't do it. Right. Then the final card, manifestation coming in. Waiting, there's a lot of masculines like waiting for a response. Okay, we spoke about that. Maybe messages not being received clearly. I feel like there's a misunderstanding somewhere. The Wheel. Yeah, I feel like the Divine Masculine feels maybe you've blocked him out. That you're actually protecting yourself from him. Why? It's like, how is he viewing himself? That he needs, like, you need to protect yourself from him. He is like your protector. And you are his protector. It's like, so why on earth would you be... For me, it looks like you're actually creating a sacred circle for both of you for when he comes out of his resurrection cave where Jesus was. Imagine between like the death of Jesus and him resurrecting again, there was 3 days. He took the weekend off to recuperate, have some space to himself before he resurrected. Now, incantations. What's she doing here? Because she's got like a little... what do I call it? Let's just call it a charm. Okay. Sacred space, Divine Feminine, the Wheel. This is about destiny, the Wheel of Fortune. Destiny's at play. Just make sure that you're in your own little sacred container, your vessel, because that's what it is, a sacred vessel, for your sacred soul, for your spirit to reside. So let's have a look at the Wheel, Major Arcana here, with your connection to spirit. It's the Divine Masculine, I feel, very much that needs to really work on. He can have whatever he desires, as long as he truly desires it. And it's a true desire. The Wheel. You can see the patterns in your life and the wider pattern in the cycles. Oh, it's gone dark, but it carries on here. You can see the patterns in your life and the wider patterns in the cycles of birth, life, death, and rebirth. There's 4 stages there. Birth, life, death, and rebirth. Harvesting the seeds of destiny, you continue to sow seeds of love. Like, this is not the end, is it? It's just the beginning. You have to be in this state of continuously sowing these seeds of love. They're your manifestations of the future. That's why it's so important to be like in the now, in joy, because you're not just manifesting now, you're manifesting, you're pre-paving. You're manifesting your future with your every thought and intention. Okay. There's no stopping now. Sowing the seeds of love. The key words are reaping reward, synchronicity, harvest, prosperity, inevitability, progress, completion. And it's inevitable. You're going to attract what you desire, as long as you're desiring it with an unwavering faith. Trusting in the process of life. One season or cycle in your life may be coming to an end, and a new one may be beginning. Trust in the process of life. Wow, it's repeated that again. Relax and release some of the control you exert in your life or relationships. Wisdom comes when we no longer behave reactively, but are aware of the themes that are woven through our lives. You get what you ask for. And you'll only get what you deserve. How deserving are you of goodness? Goodness gracious me. The star energy was the bottom of the deck here, where I felt like the Divine Feminines is just inspired. In spirit, residing in spirit. That's nice. It's kind of like there's inspired for the Divine Feminines, and then there's intuition for Divine Masculines. Okay. Divine Feminines, remain inspired in spirit. Divine Masculine, tap into your intuition. And you will get the hang of it. It will come naturally. Oh, I don't know, why am I shuffling these for the bottom of the deck? 3 of Pentacles. Keep working at it, Divine Masculine. Keep chipping away at it. 3 of Pentacles. Increase craft, skill and appreciation. Work flourishes as you build on previous efforts. The skilled use of matter and intelligence to create works of beauty and value. Financial rewards or appreciation following a long time of apprenticeship. Work may still need to be done, but support is at hand. If you reach out to Divine Masculine and ask for that support, you have to ask for it. Okay. It's like it needs to be a wanting, a need for support. So then there's a surrender actually in the acceptance of you need some support in your life. You can't do this all alone. Even though we can, it would be nice to have some support. Okay, right then. Where did I go next with the Divine Masculines? I think I got a well-being card. Oh, we've got half of them stuck in here. Right, okay, we won't use that half because that was right for the Divine Masculine. So, okay, we'll take... Oh, it's just left me like 4 cards. Look, it's magic, okay? 4 cards. We'll take that. They don't want to come out. It's like I've taken 4 cards from like the middle. Oh, it takes me to that 4 of Pentacles that keeps showing itself. Okay, the measure of my success is my joy. The most successful person is the happiest. Okay. You're not going to get around that one. Best get you happy on then. The amount of joy you have allowed yourself to experience is the greatest indicator of your allowance of energy and success. What have you been blocking yourself off to? What have you been really allowing in? The amount of joy you have allowed yourself to experience is the greatest indicator of your allowance of energy and success. Whenever you are feeling good, you are an enormous, successful contributor. So, I feel good. It was inevitable. Good attracts good. Like attracts like. Sexy attracts the sexy back. I'm not here to fix anything. I'm here for fun. Thank fuck for that. You realise that. You're not here to fix anything. Nothing's broke. I'm not here to fix anything. I'm here for fun. You are not here to fix anything because nothing is broken, but everything is continually changing and expanding. Release your struggle and seek joy and fun, and in doing so, you will align with the fantastic expanding rhythm of this universe. And there is a law, the law of rhythm. It's part of the universal laws. Release your struggle and seek joy and fun, and in doing so, you will align with the fantastic, expanding rhythm of the universe. To the beat of the rhythm of the night, dance until the morning light. I've got 5 cards here. Forget about the worries on your mind. You can leave them all behind. The main event isn't the destination. It's the joyous journey. You're never going to get there. Because we're always evolving and expanding. We're always desiring more. It's like, when you've got your manifestation, you'll already be way on to the next one. The point of manifestation is when you tell yourself and you send out that rocket of desire and you believe and you kind of crave and yearn for something. That's the moment when you feel that, the anticipation of what it's going to feel like when it actually is delivered. So, the main event isn't the destination, it's my joyous journey. You did not come forth seeking assignments to complete. You came forth for reason to flow and to love and to enjoy life. Even though you will return home at the end of any vacation, the idea of your holiday is not to complete it as quickly as possible so that you can check it off of your list. The idea of your vacation and of this life experience is to have a joyous experience. I spoke about Jacob's ladder. Jesus in his cave. Actually taking some time off. Look, he's having some time out, vacation. But also a lot of people plan like their life around their vacations. It's like, what are you trying to escape from? Why do you need a vacation to get a break? And in the end, you find yourself not actually wanting to escape because there's nothing to go out there seeking for. You can create that in your everyday life. Okay. Next message is, there is nothing for me to guard against. You'll be silly. You're just blocking yourself off if you're guarded. All that wants to come to you is love. It's just a doubting that of kind of it being too good to be true. If you feel it's too good to be true, then, well, there was a lot of goodness coming your way that you just kind of rejected or guarded yourself against. You exist in a place of absolute well-being. Tell yourself that again and again. Only good things happen for me. Tell yourself that. Only good things happen for me. Good things are always happening for me. You exist in a place of absolute well-being. Tell yourself that again and again. Know it. Be the evidence of it to give others reason to believe that all can be well. I think that's Jasper under the table, but I think I just heard him like sigh as if there's nothing for me to guard against. Hi, darling, come on. You're still sleeping outside Megan's bedroom door, aren't you? Yeah? Have you got enough room? My future isn't about my past. Life is only about now. And you're happy now. Nothing that has ever happened has anything to do with now, unless, in my now, I continue to think and speak about it. So nothing that has ever happened has anything to do with now, unless in my now, I continue to think and speak about it. Fresh new thoughts today will always give me a fresh new experience. Okay. Let's get this reading wrapped up. Let's get some Law of Attraction cards and then we shall end with the Mother Mary. Do you know what this reminds me of? If you listen to the story of how Esther and Jerry Hicks went to visit like a medium, someone who's like kind of like Abraham, who does what Esther does now and channels Abraham, Well, they first went to book an appointment to see, like, their future version before they knew it. And the first session, Jerry took over the whole session, asking spirit questions, and then Esther didn't actually want a session. But after Jerry's session, she said, I think I would like a session. So they booked another session for the next day. And Jerry took up half of that time, still asking, using Esther's time, to ask questions from the divine. And that's what it kind of feels like here. It's like the masculines are so in the divine feminine's reading. Because they're hungry to know more. Okay. Let's get a law of attraction card. And we have my thoughts are like powerful magnets. And I used that frame today, that you was a magnificent magnet. You're a manifesting magnet. Card number 45. Your thoughts are powerful, attractive magnets, attracting one to another. Thoughts attract to themselves, and you attract thoughts to you by giving your attention to them. Those who speak most of prosperity have it, and those who speak most of sickness or poverty have it. The law, it is the law. It can be no other way. So your thoughts are powerful, attractive magnets attracting one to another. Thoughts attract to themselves, and you attract thoughts to you by giving your attention to them. Those who speak of prosperity have it, and those who speak most of sickness or poverty have it. It is the law. It can be no other way. Now, this actually took me with the card that came out with the Divine Masculines reading, and I believe that was that you cannot create for another. And it was like I looked at it as being like, not a wedding dress maybe, but wasn't it kind of like the same material as this veil here? You can only create for yourself. Okay. What you're putting your focus on. Abundance, prosperity, wellness. Because that's the truth of the matter. And what's matter? What's the matter? Energy, love, light. All comes down to being light. Okay. That's the matter. The rest is just fear. I know who I really am. Let's finish with a Mother Mary card. Card number 1 there, look. I know who I really am. Source energy. Yes, I am. Source energy. You are an extension of non-physical energy. You are indeed an extension of that which we are. We are known as teacher, and we are known as Abraham. And we are together because of our matching intentions and desires. Like attracts like. So are you acting and attracting in the likeness of Source? Right then. Okay. Action inspired from aligned thoughts is joyful action. Action inspired from aligned thoughts is joyful action. So it means that those must be joyous thoughts if you're aligned with them. If you're aligned with them. Let's end with a Mother Mary card, guys, for the Divine Feminine's fly on a wall reading, which it's quite evident that the Divine Masculine is the fly on the wall. All good. Our Lady of Nourishment, card number 34. It's gone extremely dark. I thought I put the light on in there. The light is on in there. Okay. Well, let's have a look at card number 34. We're finished with this message. Our Lady of Nourishment. It's 1718. Okay, 17 being, what's 17? Sun card. Or is 19 the sun card? Let me just have a look. What number is this? 18 is the moon. 17. Could be the star card. Where's the star? Oh, star. I don't know why I'm telling you that. Oh, because it was 17, 18. Okay, 19's next, which is the sun. So we've gone through the stars, the moon, coming out into the sun now. Do you hunger, my child, for love, for security, for knowing that all will be well? Do you hunger for food, for possessions, for relationships, for opportunities to be free in the world and make your mark? Do you hunger, my child, for feelings of tenderness, appreciation and acknowledgement? Let me fulfill that hunger now through the divine presence and the bounty that it brings. Let me fulfill that hunger that you may know fullness, not only fed by the spiritual worlds, but nourished through delight in your precious life in this physical world through which you are approaching your spiritual enlightenment. In the physical world, hunger can be painful. It can be the very real physical suffering of impoverished bodies. Hunger can also exist as a subtle, but just as real, and at another level, just as painful, spiritual poverty that threatens the continuing existence of the human soul. That's what we're talking about, isn't it? That's spiritual poverty. Okay, so hunger can also exist as a subtle but just as real and at another level just as painful, spiritual poverty that threatens the continuing existence of the human soul. The human soul is most precious. It is what allows for wild animal and sublime spirit to unite, for flesh to become sacred and for spirit to become tangible, that it may live in the world as love. It is so extraordinary that any explanations of it in words are limited at best. To put it mildly, the human soul is worth fighting for. It is the part of us that feels, that has compassion, creativity, and connection to the living reality of the body and the natural world. It just knows when something is genuinely true, and therefore coming from love, or false, and therefore not coming from love. It isn't interested in wrong and right, in judgment, and one belief system over another. The human soul wants to thrive. The only world it knows to be true is love. Without the human soul, this whole divine experiment of Earth School cannot come to its fruition of a radiant world of illumined beings, contributing tremendous waves of love to our universe. We have so much power available to us as a species. You only have to feel the energy at a football match to understand that group power is considerable. However, if the soul is not present, that power is unable to be directed into constructive channels to improve our world. Imagine all the potent emotional intensity that is poured into a championship sports event being, instead, sent with intention that a political issue be resolved, for example, or an environmental issue be supported financially. One person has tremendous power to create difference in the world. Imagine how much power and energy could be generated for the greater good by a group of conscious people with great passion. Working together with conscious intent would make human beings very potent spiritual change agents, and the world would be transformed quickly. And of course, then there is the human soul that we have, beloved. Apart from the power of contributing through a group, you have a very important role as an individual being. You, my beloved, understand something of the spiritual truths that are still hidden from the masses, who are fearful and cannot understand as yet. You are one of the children of the Divine Mother, one of those who walks the path of the living Christ, to assist with raising consciousness on this planet and bringing the spirit into the body so that a human soul can be born. No matter what hungers you may have for status or wealth or pleasure or contentment or service or passion or freedom or more, at the core of any hunger is the hunger for soul. It might be masquerading at times as a hunger for power, relationship, money, or chocolate. Yet underneath all of that, there lies the hunger for life, and life is only directly experienced through the human soul. The mind alone cannot do it. There is no feeling function there. The body alone cannot do it. There is no self-awareness there. It is the mind and body together, through the soul, which creates the capacity to experience and be transformed and nourished through that experience. Without that, it is like being at the most amazing buffet, so very hungry that you are ravenous, but having no mouth with which to eat. Surely one definition of hell. Our Lady of Nourishment comes to you with this message. Your hungers will be met. I love how I put the law of attraction box on top of that, just to confirm it. Our Lady of Nourishment comes to you with this message. Your hungers will be met. Allow her to show you what you are truly hungering for. Yes, there may be moments of desire for a car or a pair of shoes, but if you allow her, she will lead you far deeper into what you are truly hungering after, so that your hunger can actually be fed. After all, if you are hungry for light, darkness will never satiate your hunger, no matter how much of it you try to consume. She asks that you turn to her with your desires and ask for her help. Big one for you guys, Divine Masculines. She asks that you turn to her with your desires and ask for her help. She will not judge you or condemn you. She will help you. Sometimes she may show you what you think you want is actually not what you need or want in truth. She will do so with mercy if you ask her to. The healing process for this oracle will help you. We're going to read that. The birdie says, finally, if you are not sure how this relates to you, then know this. Within you, even if it is not conscious as yet, there is a great hunger and yearning that is soon to emerge. This is an expression of a spiritual call of your own soul to life, a desire to live somewhat fuller, more fearlessly, and with greater understanding than before. It might manifest in a practical sense as a desire to travel or to communicate with people who are open-minded and willing to listen to you, and who want to speak about all sorts of topics. It might manifest as a desire to break out of the mould of your life and bust through stereotypes. Pray to Our Lady to help you feed your hunger in the most conscious, constructive and healing way possible. She wants to help you now, and only she can truly feed the world. Okay, let's end with this healing process and affirmation. 1727, you are in a softly lit room with a baby being fed by its mother. Feel the peace and quiet in the room, the contentment. The mother softly coos to the baby, perhaps singing a gentle lullaby. The child is in simple bliss, fed and happy and comfortable. Be with the feeling of this. It may be lovely or it may be confronting if this was not the reality for you. You may find it foreign and strange or easy to imagine. Whatever you feel is fine. Just notice it. And that's really about, I've just interrupted that, but hey, it happens, doesn't it? Lots to talk about. That's about how comfortable are you with allowing yourself to be cradled, loved, caressed, cared for. Say the following prayer. I call upon Mother Mary, Our Lady of Nourishment, who loves me unconditionally. You who know my deepest hungers and desires, please help me to be truly nourished. Mother, oh, that was after. Let's start again, Lucy. I call upon Mother Mary, Our Lady of Nourishment, who loves me unconditionally. You who know my deepest hungers and desires, please help me to be truly nourished, Mother. I ask for your support, intervention, and assistance that my soul may be fed, that it may thrive, bringing passion, light, and presence to this world, igniting the souls of others too. May your will be done. Place your hands on your heart and imagine the love of the Divine Mother gently flowing like mother's milk, in through your hands and pouring into your heart. Stay there for as long as feels good, nourishing, or appropriate for you. You may like to close your eyes and relax for several moments like this. And when you are ready, simply say this affirmation to close your healing practice. O Lady of Nourishment True, feeds my soul with all that is real. I grow strong in my light and my presence, becoming a lover and a holy child of this world. How beautiful. Beautiful reading there, Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. Okay. Guys, I'm going to leave it there. If you would like to book yourself in a hints and tips reading, it's £11.11. It's getting dark now. £11.11. Email me, details in the description box. If you'd like to be entered into the draw for a free Valentine's Day reading, then you just need to let me know. Let me know in the comments, and it is done. Okay. Guys, I will catch up with you soon. Long reading, Divine Feminine, an hour and a half. How much time has the Divine Masculine had today? It's all good. It's all part of the process. It's a part of our purpose as a Divine Feminine. Okay. Take care. Much love. Bye for now.